Welcome back to the OTB Disc YouTube channel. That behind me is the mighty Clackamas River, and that means we are at the world famous Milo McIver Disc Golf Course. I'm Connor O'Reilly with Team OTB Disc, and today we're going to show you guys the back nine of the Milo McIver Super Gold layout, the combined East and West course that we're going to be playing for rounds 1 and 2 of this year's Northwest Disc Golf Championship. Check it out. Hole 10, 390-foot par 3. You got a tree on the right side of that fairway up there. Kind of a good aim point. If you can hyzer it just in front of that, you're going to be in business. A little bit of a rise here in front of the tee, forcing this one to play a little longer than it might read. I'm going to go Wraith, try to hyzer flip it. Oh, need a more hyzer. Got the flip part right. And see how we can deal with that. I'm going to try one more with the Athena, because this is practice. And I think it might be a good disc selection here. Ooh, might be the disc selection here. Let's see how that one turned out. Might switch my play. Gotta love it. They have the little wild cherries out here. So cute. If only they were edible, or ripe, I should say. The Athena found itself a little bit left at the end of the day, just outside the circle. But it's pretty cleaned up under here, really nice. Because I feel like shots that do get into here they deserve some kind of a window, even if it is one where you have to switch up your stance. You have a clean flight as long as you find the right stance. Just outside the circle, so I can fall, step through if I need to. Oh. Maybe I didn't need to. Maybe I should have stood still. Really wanted that one, you guys. I bounced back from the first bogey of the round. Maybe you'll have a delayed bounce back on the next one. Actually, we for sure will. Really cool to see Columbia sponsoring this event in whatever way, shape, or form they are choosing to. I know the players can go over there during a certain block of time, where the DGPT has the Columbia store rented out for the players. I've been loving their shoes. I have four pairs now. Just started wearing these the other day, and really been loving the Columbia shoes. Can't say enough good things about them. Hole 11, par 4, 675 through the field goal gap, out to the left. Throw it flat, throw a hyzer flip based on the stability that you prefer. I'm gonna go Halo Star Boss. Looking for a relatively flat release, split the field goals, fade left. Boom, split the field goals, fade left. Give me that all day. Okay, my tee shot has found this area quite a few times. I've been on that tee before, or anywhere in the vicinity, and that's how I know I've thrown a good drive, because I've pushed the left side of the fairway, gotten enough distance to make it a less than 300-foot approach. Let's dial in the shot with the Bushnell rangefinder, which you can find at otbdisc.com. Just under 300, 296 about to the basket. A little out of the range of the Justice, so I'm going to go Glow Pioneer. Play it on some hyzer. Nice and firm. A little bit high, gonna need to get through the tree canopy, but it does. Stuck the green. Easy birdie, and this is definitely gonna be one of the higher percentage birdies on the course. A hole most players are looking to get. Who am I kidding? This is a hole all players are looking to get. Whether you're lefty or righty, it has a right to left shot shape off the tee, left to right into the green, so you can kind of play that tee shot based on your handedness. If you're a lefty, maybe you just play out of the gap, keep it wherever you need to. You don't even have to throw anything faster than mid-range to set yourself up for like a distance driver hyzer in with a lefty backhand. So different ways to play it based on your armedness and how long you are off the tee, obviously. We call that one a don't hit your head birdie, kids. And I think that brings us back to 3 down. Hole 12, always been one of the more awkward holes on the course, honestly. Never really played great in my mind. You have the low shot, which is probably the safer of the two shots, though it offers, I'd say, less birdie percentage. Or you can go above these branches here, push a straight shot that fades late. I'm gonna go for the above the branch play. Now that I have this halo, or this non-halo boss, this regular star boss that I've been loving, I feel like I can hyzer flip it through that gap, get it to stretch up into the air, and maybe give me a chance at birdie. If you have a disc that you can hyzer flip accurately, it's great for a hole like this. Hey. Keyword was accurately, and yeah, we failed to do that. It's gonna be an issue. Cotton. This undercarriage is as thin as I've seen it, probably. Still not in a good spot here. Gonna have to try to create something out of nothing. Okay, I see this little gap I can maybe hit with the Flex Justice. I'm just gonna jam it. Oh, I got to the last tree in the gap that I was going for. Don't you just love it when you think a plan's coming together, but then it doesn't?
First time playing, I'm at +2. I'm taking it.
Not bad, dude.
I'm happy with that.
Heck yeah.
Do this way?
Yeah, you're gonna go past the bathroom.
Alright, thank you.
Yep.
I'm cheering for you this weekend.
Appreciate it, man. Okay. C2 opportunity to avoid a bogey. Oh my gosh. Consistent, at least. Consistent. My putt's feeling pretty good today. Kind of figured out what I want to do with my downstroke. I feel like I've been in no man's land the last couple weeks. Like, do I want to go here, or here, or here? Make your mind up. Do something. Hole 13, 230, shortest hole of the tournament. I do like how it plays though. I think it's a fair sized gap and a nice gentle left to right shape to force a good accurate shot at a change of pace and release speed compared to most of the rest of the course. And I never think it's a bad idea to add a challenging shorter shot, even if it's going to get birdied a lot and maybe aced by a couple in Noah and Holly last year. That was pretty cool. You had the couples ace same day. They both hit the ace on this one. I'm going to go backhand with the faith. Play it flat through that field goal gap. Let it just drift slightly to the right. That one feels like it has a chance to go in. Oh my gosh, y'all. Just short, but beautiful line. Such a fun shot to throw. One of my favorite shapes. Slid up on into that bullseye. Y'all know we love a good bullseye hit. Gotta love the late day vibes of 14 with the sun coming through. You got the ferns in front of the tee. This one's tricky. If you want to throw the straight backhand shot, you're gonna need a little bit of luck to get there. There's also this forehand for a right hand player. Kind of a slight flex or just a flat shot that fades around the big tree to the left side. I've been liking the backhand turnover here just because that forehand shape is specific enough, and I feel like the danger is so late with the backhand. Even if I hit those trees, I have a chance at making a jump putt. I'm gonna go Luna. I really like the shape of this one if I can beat some tree trunks. Okay, fade out a little bit early. Might even be in circle one though. We'll take it. Alright, definitely didn't need more oomph. Just needed to be lower so I could have held the turn angle a little bit more out of the hand. That's why we practice. Get to make notes for how to improve. just outside the circle. Putting with the AB focus. Oh, been just flat on a couple circle 2 putts, but they're not feeling bad. You know, the woods of Milo McIver, the Pacific Northwest, definitely make you see why people believe in a Bigfoot or something. It's just so dense, so otherworldly in a way. Always feels like there's gonna be little dinosaurs scattering around everywhere. I don't mind some dinosaur hazards. I mean, think about it. Can we just bring back dinosaurs specifically for disc golf hazards? We want disc golf to get big. Gotta think outside the box. Okay, you guys, this area of the course here in hole 15 has always been really awkward. They've done the par 3 here, as well as another par 3. They've combined it into a mega par 4. It's been pretty tough. A lot of different ways they've played it. Never have loved any of the holes though that we played here. The par 4 started to grow on me, but still, I don't think we've seen an optimal hole here quite yet. I'm gonna try Explorer, turn it over. You gotta get into that back wall of trees. This one's tricky. Feels good. But who knows? One of the many reasons this hole sucks is because if you don't have a spotter, it's impossible to find your disc. Yeah, Explorer. Okay, can't remember if 2 meters is the rule here or not, but it should not be anywhere, honestly, unless it's used selectively as a bunker, but definitely not in this hole. My disc. You can see the Explorer right there, up in the tree. So, I gotta try to get it down before I can chip up some kind of upshot. Oh, thought we had it. This one's got a good weight though for throwing. Good balance, I should say. Just above it. Maybe I'll just hit it with another disc. Hopefully that doesn't get stuck. Oh my god. I hit it right next to it. Alright, I gotta climb. I think it's gonna be the quickest way. And there's enough branches. Alright, climbing it is. Gonna make sure to maintain 4 points of contact so I don't stress any branch out too much. Not only to be respectful to the course I'm playing, but because I value my life. Alright, I've reached the branch. And it's not trying to give it up. Give me my disc back. Give me my disc. Well, I probably should have thought about that. Brought a stick up here with me. But let's see. There we go. A little sketchy to be wailing down on a branch from 30 feet, but I've been to the climbing gym a time or two. You know, I'm like a V4 climber. V3. Pretty trash, but good enough to stay alive in this situation right here. And that's all I need, y'all. Just enough monkey to keep me safe. And to respect the beautiful trees I climb. Woo! If you're still watching, you're a champ. Sticky hands. Good workout. Okay, not gonna lie to you guys. My arms are kind of pumped from climbing, so try to shake those off, knock down this par putt. Short, but after doing all that climbing, I don't know, my rhythm feels different. Let's finish strong. Hole 16, par 3, 385. Similar shape to the last one, except for flat ground and then playing up instead of playing well down the hill. You can kind of throw the same disc, similar shape. I'm going Explorer. The high stall forehand is there, but I don't like how this inside miss, if you do have it, is really going to pinch your chances at saving par. At this point, you just gotta get lucky and probably have a C2 putt. Probably won't see too many looks in C1 this weekend on this hole. I'd guess maybe 5% of players. This big dead tree has always blocked the green here. And I got a couple options. I can get like down on a knee and jam one hard as I can, or I can stay standing and hit it through this gap in the tree, which I think is my best option right here. So I'm gonna take it. Oh, there's a wheel in the window. There's a way. But we got the cage. Wave after wave. And then we got the cage. Alright. Par is kind of the plan here anyways, but if I can get myself looks with this Explorer, at least come in towards the gap, then I'll be happy. So they got rid of last year's 18 to make old 17, aka the Genius Hole 18, which I think is a great change. To make 17 the new 18, except for honestly, instead of breaking those two holes, or that par 4 that we used to play into the last two holes that we played, I'd rather us maybe find a way to keep that as a tough par 4, because I didn't think it played awful as much as it wasn't really a good birdie chance. But then to leave old 18 maybe as a new hole 1 could be a good starter. I'm going to go nuke here off the tee on 17, 660. Tee shot's really very important to get yourself around the corner. Try to give yourself a slower disc into this green since it slopes away beyond the green into the out of bounds road. Nuke off this tee. A little fortunate with my gap there. This tee box has always bugged me. You gotta I don't know, this tree is just in the way and it's a little short. So I need to remember, start on the left side, give myself the run up that I'm looking for. Because that was crammed and my footwork was real awkward. I feel like that's why I yanked it a little high. It's gonna be important to range your approach here, or know the ranges. Alright, there's a cluster of 4 trees here. I'm just going to measure if I'm equidistant off the tee with the final tree, about a step back from where I actually landed, just so I have a good vantage point. .296 coming into the green. Danger long, like I mentioned. I prefer to go putter into this shot, so I'm going to go Luna. Just play it straight at it. Shank it left. Do the bird flap, whatever that was. I hated it that much. One more at the zone, just to try that little hyzer. Keep it low. Ooh, the zone straight at that tree, except for I'm gonna hit it. Oh, I beat it. Worked out. Alright, got options. Might have to go zone, just because I can power grip that one. Play it a little wider. Swinging in. And you know, guys, honestly, maybe that's a flaw in my game I need to work on, especially come tournament time. Don't always challenge myself to throw the best, prettiest, most fun, most challenging shot just because I'm capable of it. Choose the highest percentage shots at all times. Obviously in practice, work on those other shots, but for your scoring shot, try to choose what's the highest percentage. Go out there, be a golfing robot. And that's how you win tournaments, or at least be in contention. That's going to be a big focus of mine this weekend and over the next little stretch, so I can get my season revived. I'm just gonna play this one safe. Outside chance of making it. Just chip it up, move on with par. This view gives you a look at how it slopes gently away to the out of bounds doom long. Par here. One more hole to go. Try to finish on a birdie. Genius hole. I'm a genius. Have you seen this? If you don't know that song reference, look up Lupe Fiasco Switch. Goes hard. If you don't know about the lyrical genius of Lupe Fiasco, you're gonna learn if you go listen to that song, promise. '18 Milo McIver, better known as the Genius hole. This one's a combined hole. One of the best holes on the course, if not the best. Great par 5, definitely in a lot of players' dream holes. Dream 18. You're gonna play a big shot, maybe fairway or distance driver off the tee. There's a tree trunk out there, slightly left. That's a good indicator of you need to fade left of that to give yourself a chance to go across. This one is eagleable if you're willing to throw a pretty crazy second shot, or if you somehow have the power to get this one high enough and left enough to get across the road to the other strip of fairway that we play. A lot of players are just going to throw a second shot across the road into the other portion of the fairway, chip it up to the island green from there. I'm going to go cloud breaker off the tee, looking for a flat shot that gently flexes. Get me down there, give me options. Little flat. Can I get through the trees? Ooh, it did. That was an advantageous Code Connor kick, we like to call it. And that's what happens when you use Code Connor at otbdisc.com for your disc. You're not only going to get free shipping on any order, but you're also going to get tree love galore and more. Okay, tee shot was a little bit short. Caught those tree limbs. Don't really want to go from eagle from this position, so I'm just going to try to get across. I'm going to throw a wraith because I want some distance, but I also want some control. And I'm just going to hit it relatively flat, maybe a touch of hyzer. All right, wraith just to be controlled. Hope I hit the branch and drop. Did not. I did hit a tree trunk and kick over to the right though, so workable position. And I'm realizing maybe I should have just gone right back to the cloud breaker. Gave it a little flex here. Of course, I throw the genius shot. No, that one's definitely a lot better. So if you can trust something overstable on flex on this second shot, it's going to be advantageous, or even flipping up a fairway maybe. The island approach, pretty tricky from this left side. Love the design of this hole. Really forces you to test that out of bounds to give yourself a good line into the basket. I got some options here. I can blast it straight at it, but low ceiling might kind of get in my way. Or I can play a little road skipper dipper. So I'm going to do just that with the fan grip justice shot. Utilize my geometry. Skip it onto the wood chip green. Come on. Woo! Okay, I at least made contact up there. Even if I slid off to the left, I get to advance to the green. Hopefully it stayed on. Unfortunately, it's going to look like we slid off the fast wood chip green of 18. But at least I will get to advance to the last spot inbounds. For my chance at saving par. Take our meter any direction since we are out of bounds. Meter perpendicular if you're inbounds and just taking relief. Let's try to tap out for par. Alright you guys, huge thanks for joining me over here on the OTB Disc YouTube channel to showcase one of the most beautiful, natural, and healing, relaxing courses we have on the Disc Golf Pro Tour. Hope to see your smiling face out here at the Northwest Disc Golf Championship, and should be a great week out here in Portland. Don't forget to check out my channel again tomorrow, the next day, one of those days coming soon, for the Glendoveer course and the back nine over here on the OTB Disc YouTube channel. So one more course coming this week for this Elite Plus, and it is a doozy. You're not going to want to miss it.